Book 70 of 2019 was Neuromancer by William Gibson. This book is awful. It's really, really badly written. I was just confused throughout the whole book as to what the F was going on. Like, it's just really bad. And I was so disappointed because it's supposed to have been the inspiration for The Matrix, and I absolutely adore The Matrix. I think it's a fabulous, like, idea, because obviously its premise is on, philosophy, and it, is a science fiction prediction of the future. Love it. Dystopic future. Love it. But this one was just like, yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking. Then I found this online. So I was looking for similar, like, science fictiony things, and this was recommended, highly recommended. And I told my friend, we sometimes read books at the same time, or we used to, until we realised that neither of us liked the same books. And I said to her, like, let's read this one together. And she gave up after the first couple of pages, and I thought, I wonder why she's given up. And I started reading it, and then I was like, oh, now I know why she gave up, because it's awful. The plot's just so sparse, and I didn't have a clue, like, about the environment. I didn't have a clue what was going on. It just jumps around all the time. You can't tell whether the main character, Case, is he called? Oh, I wrote it down on the board somewhere and I can't see where it is. You can't tell whether, Case is in cyberspace or not. Like, you don't know whether he's in it or whether he's not in it, whether it's in reality or not. Like, I just couldn't tell what was going on. And then there's, like, really unfamiliar technology that obviously I don't know what it is, because this guy's just made it up, but it would have benefited from some kind of, like, description, so I understood, like, what the hell you were talking about. Like, it's really difficult to visualize something that doesn't exist unless you tell me about it, unless you describe it. So, like, it would have benefited from that. I wondered, like, whether or not the assumption was that the people reading it already knew what these things were. Like, do they feature in other books of a similar genre? Like, I'm not really quite sure, but I didn't have a clue what was going on. And the characters are, like, really 2D, really kind of like, it's kind of like an action genre description of characters, where the characters are simply there as a plot device to kind of, make the plot continue and develop. But there's no character development, there's no kind of insight into why they are the way they are, or anything like that, really. Which is something that this genre really lacks. I think that's why a lot of people don't like science fiction, because there isn't that kind of, they like the element of science fiction and the, new world and all that kind of stuff, but the way it's written is just really bad usually. And I find that with a lot of science fiction books, like, they're just so badly written, often by men as well. And I'm not being, like, what's the opposite, like, misogynistic, but the opposite. I'm probably with that comment, really, aren't I? But the scenes in it that are very, like, provocative sex scenes, which make you they're quite juvenile. It makes you think of, like, teenagers that have never had sex, where they start talking about sex. It's like, have you actually had sex? Has this guy had sex when he's been writing it? Or is he trying to write to an audience that's like that? Like, loads of, nerdy gamers that probably haven't had sex yet. But I'm being very stereotypical there, which is not very good, is it? But anyway, I don't recommend it. It was rubbish, really rubbish. And I will not be reading, and it says it's a trilogy, I'm not reading it anymore. I'm not putting myself through it. It was awful. So yeah, I don't recommend this book. Although, having said that, one of my Facebook friends had said that he's read it and he really likes it. So, and he likes that genre. So maybe if that's your bag, then maybe that you'll overlook the fact that it's terribly written, which is possible, because I've done it with a book recently. So yeah, I don't recommend it.